Aloha, everyone. Mahalo nui for joining us today here at the Chula Vista Kōsha for our monthly service for our Tsuki Namisai and our monthly memorial service here at the Chula Vista Kōsha for the Chula Vista Kōsha and the Mexico Hiromaes. I sincerely apologize for my delay in starting today's service. Just something had come up, an emergency had come up, and I had to take care of that as soon as I got back to my apartment. So I do really apologize for the delay in starting today's service. That wasn't my intent. I was ready to go, but unfortunately, things had to happen. And I'll talk more about that at the end of today's service. But until then, at this time, let's begin today's Chula Vista Kōsha's Tsuki Namisai, our monthly ceremony for Tenchi Kane no Kami. ありがとうございます。Whoops. Oops. Oops. 感謝いたします。合唱。一度入れ、four sincere claps. ありがとうございます。Prayer of sincere toritsugi. I am a Konkokyo believer. I believe in Ikiyami Konko Daijin, Tenchi Kane no Kami. I've come today to practice my faith, appreciate and acknowledge the blessings, favors, interventions of Tenchi Kane no Kami, honor the ancestors, and learn more about the faith of Konko Daijin. As I learn more about the heart of Tenchi Kane no Kami, I nurture the faith of my spiritual family. Thus, I boldly confess that my mind is alert, my heart is receptive, and it will never be the same as long as I practice the faith and receive Toritsugi. Kiyami Konko Daijin sama, Tenchi Kane no Kami sama, thank you. ありがとうございました。与えてください。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。初代ご先生、第五先生、先生。一度入れ、four sincere claps. ありがとう。ありがとう。ありがとうございました。一度入れ、four sincere claps. ありがとうございます。天津のりと高間の花にかむずまります。かむろぎかむろみのみこともちて、すめみおやかむいざなぎのみこと、つくしのひゅうがのたちばなの、おどんのわわぎはらにみそぎ、はらいたまうときにやれませる。あらえどのお神たちもろもろのまがごと、積み汚れを払いたまい、清めたまえと申すことの、よしおは待つ神国津、神やおよろずの神たちともに、雨の淵駒の耳振り立てて、きこしめせとかしこみも申す。大払い行事 purification rite. ありがとうございます。With each wave, may each and every one of your diseases and discomforts, pain and suffering, and all impurities and negativities be dispelled to the great and vast universe. Allow each and every one of us to be in the pure state of mind, as we are favored, blessed, and protected by the great love, virtue, and energy of Tenchi Kane no Kami. Toritsugi shi shoshi, reading of the mediation prayer. Please bow your heads in prayer. 慎みて、ひがみ金光大臣の女へに間を割く。今より、今日発信と金光教三霊語教会、チュラビスタ校舎の4月の天地金の神月並祭並びに月御霊祭り取り行わんとす。教祖金光大臣様、歴代金光様、現教主金光様をはじめ、金光教大阪教会、日広教会、玉溝屋教会、三霊語教会、ホノルル教会、キューラーズ教会、安倍野教会、ワヒアワ教会、各教会、初代教会長、歴代教会長、現教会長の御徳をすがり申し、今日の御祭り使え祭らんとす。これあげ行わん礼儀記憶5日に、おろがみ祭る信奉者もろもろ、おのもおのもみを正し、心新たにいただかしめたまえと、かんとり次恋ねぎ立て祭りて、かしこみもまおす。生き神金光大臣、I seek your toritsugi for today's service. Today, we conduct the April Tenchi Kanokami monthly ceremony and memorial service here at the Kyoha Shinto Honko Church of San Diego's branch Hiromae, the Chula Vista Kōsha. As someone without virtue, I seek to receive and cling to the virtue of Konko Daijin, the successive Konko Samas, the present Konko Sama, as well as the founding, past and present head ministers of the Konko churches of Osaka, Ichihiro, Tamamizu, San Diego, Honolulu, Razu, Abeno, and Wahiawa for today's service. Today, the believers and I come together with our hearts, bodies, and minds, refreshed, purified, and ready for today's service. Thank you. Please open your prayer books to page 3 for the Kami prayer. Reverently we pray. The brilliance of heaven, the richness of earth. Time flows without cease. Years pass without end. In heaven and earth is a life that nurtures all. In heaven and earth is a truth that orders all. For this wondrous form, for these wondrous works, let us praise Tenchi Kane no Kami. Let us praise the divine parent of the universe. Kami loves and cares for all humanity, all those who live between heaven and earth. To revere Kami as divine parent, to live in Kami's infinite blessings, this is the way. Yet many, not knowing the way, are lost in greed and selfishness. They suffer the cycle of misfortunes. Great is Kami's sorrow. Our founding father, Konko Daijin, suffered many trials in this world, but held fast to faith and sincerity. He received Kami's great blessing, began the life of mutual fulfillment of Kami and humanity. Humbly we pray. The Divine Parent's great wish was thus fulfilled. Konko Daijin accepted the call to mediation that leads to the mutual benefit of Kami and humanity. By day, he taught the way of faith to all who sought him, expounding the blessings of heaven and earth. And he knew not the coming of night. By night he prayed for those who grieved, seeking salvation for all who suffered. And he knew not the dawning of day. Though years passed and the world changed, he did not waver from his task, the divine task of mediation. Thus was given the sacred Tenchi Kakitsuke, the guiding principle for our daily life. The divine favor was thus renewed, and blessings flowed universally, establishing the way of eternal prosperity, the way of mediation of Ikigami Konko Daijin. By this wondrous revelation, we are given knowledge of the way. Through all the hardships of this world, through pain of body and soul, the way of mediation teaches us to turn our hearts to Kami. Without regard for day or night, whether we are near or far, the way of mediation teaches us to pray with total trust. For living unaware of divine favor, we offer our sincere apologies and pledge to mend our ways. Let us live our faith every day, seeking and rejoicing in your divine favor. Let us care for those in pain and invite them to the way. Let us guide those who are lost and awaken them to a life of purpose. Kami is fulfilled in us. We are fulfilled in Kami. May this way of mutual fulfillment be manifested in this world. May Kami's wish for true peace and the well-being of all people be fulfilled. So we humbly pray. So we earnestly pray. Norito Sojo, reading of the main prayer. Please bow your heads in prayer. 時は移りて春を迎え、紅の葉をもって世を和らげる草木やれ現れ、また白く香り高き花、静かに吹き入れる春の4月29日葉も、ここ三例後におきましては、月の巡り来たりて、天の恵みによりて、雨降り、山川潤い、庭先には日の光は柔らかく、風は心地よく吹き渡る、かくも麗しき秋の気配をいただきて、天地金の神の広きみ恵みを仰ぎ立て祭るなり、かけん幕も賢き、天地金の神の大広前、木神金光大臣の渦の見前に、かしこみも間を咲く。Here at this purified and blessed site of the Kyoha Shinto Konko Church of San Diego, Chula Vista Kōsha, your beloved children are here this evening with purified hearts, minds, and bodies. In one heart and mind, with hearts full of love and joy, appreciation and sincerity for the blessings, favors, grace, interventions, protections, and guidance we receive daily. We offer prayers of appreciation for the daily goyo of our spiritual patriarch Kyoshu Konko-sama, the Reverend Hiromichi Konko and his wife Nobuko Sensei. Please keep him and his wife healthy in order for them to continue with their daily goyo. We thank you for our parent church and head minister Konko Church of Tamamizu, Reverend Masao Yukawa. Please keep him and his wife Noboe Sensei, as well as associate ministers and trainees healthy and strong, so that they can continue with their daily service to both you and the Ujiko of Osaka and beyond. We ask you to stand by and give us the strength to be the light of faith. As we practice our faith, let our light grow and glow taller, farther and wider. Let our faith be the beacon of hope for Ohana, friends, co-workers, neighbors, and our fellow brothers and sisters. Kami-sama, help us to embrace and raise those who have been oppressed and forgotten, and give us the courage to speak for those who are voiceless. It is our prayer that the spring of virtue from headquarters and our parent church will continue to shower the Chula Vista Kōsha, the San Diego and Whittier Rose Hills churches, and the Hiromayas in Mexico, as well as the North County San Diego gatherings with its amazing power to help not only the mitama, but also those seeking to be saved. Let the spring of virtue reveal Ikami Konko Daijin's Toritsugi mediation to the people of Chula Vista, Mexico, and other parts of San Diego County. Let this Kōsha be filled with love and virtue, joy and glory to help heal the hearts of those seeking to be saved. This Kōsha, as well as the San Diego Church, is a safe space for LGBTQ plus Ohana. Kami-sama, the date for the third Mexico gathering has been set for Saturday, May 30th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. in Tijuana. We give thanks for the third Mexico gathering, and we entrust this growing endeavor into your care. Please allow those with interest and care to arrive safely. Allow them the time, opportunity, finances, and help to attend the third gathering. Kami-sama, we ask for your protection and guidance with every step we take. Please give us the strength to move forward in all aspects of our lives. We pray that the people will be attracted to the light of the Kōsha and want to attend the Kōsha to deepen their relationship with you. Here in the United States, we find ourselves in unprecedented times, a land clouded by uncertainty, from the cruelty of ICE to the fear instilled by those posing as its agents. We witness daily the abuse of power and the erosion of compassion and democracy. These injustices sow fear not only among immigrants, but even among U.S. citizens themselves. We pray for mercy instead of mistreatment. We pray that authority be exercised with wisdom, not wielded with harm. We pray that those who truly endanger others are brought to justice, and those who seek only safety and dignity are left in peace. We lift our voices for the immigrant, those who come to this land not to take, but to build, to contribute, to hope. We humbly ask you, Tenchi Kanokami, to watch over the vulnerable, to shield those in fear, and to awaken within all hearts the courage to act with justice and compassion. As each of us offers our prayers, may we not stop at words alone. Through our prayers, allow us to take small yet sincere steps, step by step, day by day, toward the true peace of this world. May we as a people remember that hospitality is a sacred act. May we rise not with walls and weapons, but with open hands and hearts ready to receive. Tenka taihei shokoku joju, soujiko minoi anzen, sekai shin no heiwa tasse no go shingan go joju no yaku ni tatasete itaku jiko ni on toritatete kudasaimasu you, on negai moushiage tatematsurimasu. Kami-sama, we implore you to guide our hearts and our actions to be embracing, loving, kind, and generous. Guide us to be light, so where there is hatred, we sow love. Where there is injury, we find the strength to forgive. And where there is discord, we strive to build peace. In the midst of the confusion and unrest of this world, may the divinity and sanctity of both this Kōsha and the church become a true home, a place where people may find safety and solace, a po'ohonua, hope and joy, and where your love and virtue are made visible through us. In solemn reverence, we beseech that your virtue and splendor ascend to lofty heights, gracing our families, friends, and neighbors with the blessings of health, happiness, and abundance. May your divine presence reach the heavens, guiding the rains to descend not only upon San Diego County, but across the expanse of California and the realms of our neighboring states, countries, and lands, replenishing the waters we have too often overlooked. Our fervent prayer is that the rain may grace us with its presence at least once or twice weekly, allowing 4 inches of its precious gift to gently settle into our reservoirs and aquifers with each gracious outpouring. Kami-sama, we offer our deepest gratitude to the late Mr. Richard Spies and Mrs. Kimio Spies, who sacrificed so much and safeguarded the San Diego Church by providing the dance practice room that Mrs. Spies lovingly offered for our use. Their devotion and generosity continue to sustain us even today. At this time, we sincerely pray that Vivian may complete the remaining repairs and cleaning of the Hiromae, because all ceremonies connected to the San Diego Church have been conducted here at the Chula Vista Kōsha during this period. We humbly ask for your continued guidance so that the work may be brought to completion smoothly and without difficulty. It is our heartfelt prayer that beginning with the mid-year purification appreciation service and the yearly service for the Reverend Norikazu Yukawa in June, we may return to a clean, sanctified, and dedicated space, a place where all may gather safely, peacefully, and with open hearts to worship and receive your blessings. On May 10th, we will also have the Tenchi Kane no Kami Grand Ceremony here at the Chula Vista Kōsha for the Whittier Rose Hill San Diego, Mexico Hiromae. At that time, we will also honor our Fyoko Rosha, Mrs. Kimio Spies, as it will be her 5th memorial. 親先生の取り次ぎの御心は仰ぎ、祭り、我ら信奉者愛ともに心新たに求めゆき、春風のよそぎとともに、誠の影をように表さんの願いを抱きて、親教会、玉水の流れを源と仰ぎ、それ御霊の導きとお守りをいただきつつ、教派神道根高教三ネゴ教会のご造営、再建、布教なる、並びにメキシコなる地位への布教を心一つにし、力を叶え、麗しく進め祭らんと、今月今日聖子誠意をもって祈り祭る。神様、we pray that together with you, we continue to live in safety, prosperity, abundance, good health, and joy. We pray that our relationship with you will continue to deepen, and we will learn to cling to you in all aspects of our lives. We ask for a special okage for the Reverend Wakiko Igawa, the founder of the Konko Church of Whittier Rose Hills, whose health is slowly declining. She was fine one day, and the next, a flip. Her speech is limited. As you are aware, an email otodoke has been sent to headquarters, Fukuzaki and Tamamizu churches. It is our wholehearted prayer that she will rise like the phoenix again, to continue her sacred goyo from the East Coast. 昇進、氏子の願い礼場所、新人の稽古場所とある働きを日に日に表さしめたまい、信奉者もろもろは、神徳の中に生かされ、すべてのもののお世話に預かりて、あるを深くやび、いよいよ新人の道にいそしましめたまい、心まめやかに、いそこやけく、義営の営み、行の務めに、や励みに励み、や務めに努めて、我が道の信奉者たるにふさわしき神影こうむり立てまつらしめたまい、総仕込みの安全、世界真の平和実現にいさおしく、あらしめたまい、よよ神も助かり、氏子も立ち行く、神ご神願ご成就の役に立たしめたまうべく、神導き、神引き立てたまえと、かしこみも恋のみ松楽と申す。As I bring this prayer to a close, we ask that you continue to keep us safe and allow us to live in peace and harmony, with courage and faith, in love and joy. We pray that the blessings, glory, and favor of today's service is granted and received by all here today and those who could not join us. Me ke aloha pume hana. Mahalo anui e kami konko daijin tenchi kane no kami kansha itashimasu kasho. Now, please raise your heads. offering of the tamakushi. Chido tomo ni haide 4 sincere claps along with the head officiant. Prayer of the Chula Vista Kōsha. Chula Vista Kōsha Kiganshi. Kigami Kongo Daijin Sama Tenchi Kane no Kami Sama. Kigami Kongo Daijin Sama Tenchi Kane no Kami Sama. Thank you for the blessings we all receive every day. Blessings such as the life we are allowed to live. Blessings such as the food, air, and water that we partake of that sustains our life. Blessings such as the love, support, and care of our ohana and friends. We put our hands together and offer prayers for the city of Chula Vista, its adjacent cities, the neighborhood that the Kōsha is in, and the country of Mexico. We ask that you continue to protect and develop these areas. We pray for the salvation, joy, and peace of all individuals and spirits that are in these areas. We pray for each individual who lives in these areas, that we will be able to receive salvation, live in abundance, and deepen our relationship with you. We pray that people will be attracted to the light of the Kōsha and will join us to learn more about the teachings of Kyoso-sama and to deepen our relationship with you. We pray for true peace to reign within our hearts, throughout our community and the world. Higami Konko Daijin Sama, Tenchi Kane no Kami Sama. Higami Konko Daijin Sama, Tenchi Kane no Kami Sama. Thank you. Oración de adoración. Contemplamos respetuosamente, volviendo nuestros ojos hacia el brillo del cielo. Contemplamos respetuosamente, volviendo nuestros ojos hacia el brillo del cielo. Nos inclinamos reverentemente, volviendo nuestros ojos hacia la tierra rica y densa, viviendo en medio de tanta gracia y la inmensa dádiva de Dios. Cuán feliz y agradecidos estamos. La mediación de Ikiami con Kodaijin no para ni un solo día. La protección de Dios es amplia y alcanza a todos. El amor de Dios fluye sin límite por todas las generaciones. La voluntad de Dios es misteriosa y maravillosa, superior a nuestra comprensión. Día a día, todos los días, sincera y respetuosamente, alabaremos las virtudes divinas, reverenciaremos las labores divinas. Chido Haide 4 sincere claps. We'll now move over to the Mitama altar. Chido Haide 4 sincere claps. 本部広前はじめ、大阪教会、道広教会、玉水親教会、高槻南教会、旧シンガポール教会、銀座教会、代々木教会、永田中里教会、バンクーバー教会、サンフランシスコ教会、サンディエゴ教会、北サンディエゴカウンティ集会、チュラビスタ校舎のご霊前に、祭り申し上げておる御霊の神様に厚く念申し上げます。ホノルル教会、笠岡教会、小倉教会、山木教会、紀伊教会、高崎教会、安倍野教会、六条院教会、和平教会、旧ラズー教会、旧大連教会、岡山中部教会、広教会、北九州八田教会、東八田教会、二岩教会、芝教会、八木教会、浦上教会、龍下教会、肥前キャマ教会、福崎教会、浜田教会のご霊前にお待ち申し上げております。御霊の神様、ありがとうございます。三霊ご不教功労者の御霊様に厚く御礼申し上げ立てまつります。高橋。Please open your prayer books to page 11 for prayer to the departed souls. Spirits of those who have gone before us, you were given the gift of life in this vast and endless universe. You discharge your duties faithfully, each according to your span of years. You will be remembered eternally, your lives retold from generation to generation, honored as the foundation of our society and the roots of our families. We revere you as the ancestral spirits of our homes, our own divine spirits. We beseech you, stand by us each and every one. We receive the favor of Kami and help us to fulfill our tasks as people without failing. Protect us, guide us, enrich us, that we may never lose the way of faith, that we hand it down to all generations, that we may live in peace and prosperity within our homes. Protect us, guide us, enrich us. Norito Sojo, reading of the memorial prayer. Shido Keirei, please bow your heads in prayer. Wamaku mo kashikoki, ore no kyoha shinto konko kyo sandego kyokai, Chula Vista Kōsha no gorei den ni tsukimatsuru gorei jin sama ni. Starting with the Kandori family, Konko family, Yukawa family, Takahashi family, I respectfully call upon the following to join us today. Konko Daijin sama no goryōshin, birth parents of Konko Daijin, Gosonpu sama, Father Kandori Juhei Kimi no Mitama no Kami, Gobodo sama, Mother Kandori Shimo Hime no Mitama no Kami. Adoptive parents of Konko Daijin, Kawate Kumejiro no Mitama no Kami, Kawate Iwa no Mitama no Kami, Kawate family, Nishimoto family, Akazawa family, Bando family, Fujii family, Fukuda family, Goto family, Han family, Hashimoto family, Hideshima family, Hirashima family, Hirayama family, Igawa family, Ito family, Kawakami family, Hikekawa family, Hitaka family, Koda family, Lim family, Matsui family, Miyai family, Nakayama family, Niyama family, Nishi family, Oba family, Ota family, Otsubo family, Takahashi family, Takeda family, Tateno family, Tsuyuki family, Umemoto family, Uzunoe family, Yuasa family, Yukawa family, Asano family, Biro family, Besso family, Borunda family, Bui family, Flemings family, Clare family, Davis family, Diaz family, Dorman family, Duran family, Feenley family, Flores family, Frank family, Gilmore family, Goya family, Habu family, Hattori family, Heck family, Otten family, Ida family, Isaacs family, Ito family, Kanbayashi family, Kawasaki family, Laughlin family, May family, Mead family, Meek family, Miyamoto family, Morris family, Nohara family, Proctor family, Roberts family, Rubio family, Sahara family, Sakata family, Shintaku family, Shiroma family, Shoji family, Sonoda family, Spies family, Sugawara family, Tanaka family, Tashiro family, Valentine family, Tatum family, Vasakis family, Huelchel family, Yabuki family, Yastake family, Yokozuka family, Yun family, Yuasa family, Zumo family, Boyaju family, Bullock family, King family, Spencer family, Windsor family. Thank you all for watching, guiding, and protecting us in our daily lives. We also honor those who passed in the month of April. Sandai Kōnkō-sama, the third spiritual patriarch of the Kōnkō faith, Kōnkō Setsutane Kimi no Mitama no Kami, Kyōso Jikishin, Osaka Kyokai Kaisosha, Apostle of Kōnkō Daijin, and the founding minister of the Osaka Church, Shirakami Iyahiroma Michiwake no Mikoto no Mitama no Kami, Kyōso Jikishin Nidai Shirakami Shinnichiro, Apostle of Kōnkō Daijin, and the second head minister of the Osaka Church, Shirakami Michioki Iyatakane no Kimi no Mitama no Kami, Kyōso Jikishin, Rokujoin Kyokai Soritsusha, Apostle of Kōnkō Daijin, and the founding minister of the Rokujoin Church, Konsho Daimyojin, 105 years. Nidai Kōnkō-sama Gojinan, Namba Kyokai Nidai Kyokai Cho, the second Kōnkō-sama's son, and the second head minister of the Namba Church, Kondo Itsugaki Fujimori Akitaka no Kimi no Mitama no Kami. Kyōso Jikishin, Geibi Kyokai Nidai Kyokai Cho, Apostle of Kōnkō Daijin, and the second head minister of the Geibi Church, Sato Magokoro Takateru Hime no Mitama no Kami. Hiro Kyokai Shodai Kyokai Cho, the founding minister of the Hilo Church, Nishida Yoshifusa Ushi no Mitama no Kami, 45 years. Shatoru Kyokai Yondai Kyokai Cho Fujin, the fourth head minister's wife of the Seattle Church, Yuasa Kisa Hime no Mitama no Kami. Waipahu Kyokai Sandai Kyokai Cho Fujin, the third head minister's wife of the Waipahu Church, Yasutake Mitsuko Nigi Korehana Hime no Mitama no Kami. Osaki Kyokai Yondai Kyokai Cho, the fourth head minister of the Osaki Church, Tanaka Moto Ushi no Mitama no Kami, 1 year. James Mead Sr. no Mitama no Kami. Minnie Ellen Dodson no Mitama no Kami. Henrietta Bissell no Mitama no Kami. Daniel Edward Day no Mitama no Kami, 85 years. Takahashi Zenji Ushi no Mitama no Kami, 60 years. Takashi Kikutoji no Mitama no Kami. Martin Luther King Jr. no Mitama no Kami. Habu Susumu no Mitama no Kami. Joseph John Duran no Mitama no Kami, 30 years. Lisa Marie Bissell no Mitama no Kami. Tanaka Natsu no Mitama no Kami. Nohara Maki no Mitama no Kami. Donna Bissell no Mitama no Kami. Takahashi Shige no Francis Asakasumi Mikokoro Toji no Mitama no Kami. Maohiri Takahashi Himie no Mitama no Kami. Morisato Hideko Clara no Mitama no Kami. Shiroma Derek no Mitama no Kami. Jenny Lee Yoon no Mitama no Kami, 3 years. Patricia Bissell no Mitama no Kami. Franklin Privet no Mitama no Kami. Carol Tao no Mitama no Kami, 1 year. Koichi Fukuda no Mitama no Kami, 1 year. Charlotte Schubert no Mitama no Kami, 1 year. To the family and individual Mitama called forth this evening, we thank you for your warmth, love, protection, and daily guidance. At this time, we call upon those who lost their lives in the natural calamities and the wars taking place throughout the world, as well as those affected by various environmental travesties and various heinous crimes. Please find hope and love in the bosom of Parent Kami's bosom of love, warmth, grace, and virtue. To all called upon, please receive the offerings placed before you as simple tokens of our appreciation, as well as our hearts and prayers of love, appreciation, and sincerity. We ask that all the Mitama called forth today, please be with your descendants. Please continue to watch over, guide, and protect all of us. And together, let us continue our journey of faith as we walk through the year of the horse. Tamada suki kakete inoranayo yo no oya, oya no miyoya no kami no chihai yo. Tamada suki kakete inoranayo yo no oya, 親の御親の神の支配を。Now, please raise your heads. Offering of the tamakushi. So, 共に入れ 4 sincere claps along with the head officiant.床はうまし満ちてるみ柱う支配し。哀れあおぐもしたわしき床はのう支配や。哀れあおぐもしたわしき床はのう支配や。哀れしのぶも懐かしき、うましみちてるみ柱う支配や。若の浦和の清き深きみ心持ちて、神をい甘い道を尊び、何は家の広き遠きみ思い持ちて、世を我み人を救いて、道のみ光をわまかがし教えの恵みを国かがし、人の世のもとつ道を極め尽くし、神と人と一つなる断りを、まさやかに教えまつぶさに示したまいし、大き高きみいさおをとうとみ祭り、いやび祭らくを、めぐしときこし橋とみそなわして、道の行く手をは松日のやとに守り、教えの子らが行く末を、照る月のや広に恵みたまえと、かしこみも申す。Please open your prayer books to page 36 for Sosen Sanji. よいよのおやは、我が家の神、我が神と心尽くしていつき祭らんな。心尽くしていつき祭らんな。尊きみ親の神たちよ。海の子のために家の柱を沈め立てたまい。初子のために世のなりわいを守り助けたまい。隠り世の見えぬ境にましませども、見尽くしみの の御心は写しよに変わらせたまわず、先見たまのまさきく、先は言えたまいくしみたまのくしびに、恵みたまいて志は、薪の柱の動きなくなりは岩結ぶ、つなめのゆるびなく真心清らんに、励み努めしめたまい、うからやからやわらぎやいて、日にけにうらやすく、楽しましめたまい、ついに移しよのことを得て、神の御門に参らん時には、必ずしも迎え取りたまい、右つくしみをこむらしめたまわんものと、神の実りの大変なるをかしこみ、かたじけな耳親の恵みのおぼろげならぬを嬉しみ喜び申すことを見心も涼やかにきこしめしたまえと申す。なくしびのみ親のみたま。なくしびのみ親のみたま。なととのみ親の神。なととのみ親の神。Please turn to page 19 for the newly departed soul prayer. Spirit of the newly departed, we love you now and forever. Fond memories of you fill our hearts. We shall miss your physical presence, yet you will remain in our hearts forever. We pray for your eternal happiness. We sincerely pray with heart and soul. As a beloved child of Kami, you were given the gift of life and sought to live it fully each and every day. As you leave your physical form, please listen to our prayers. Whether in your physical or spiritual form, the universe is your eternal home. May you always be blessed with a peaceful heart. Know that you are always embraced by Kami's love. Chido Haide, 4 sincere claps. Sorry, it's just numb. Chido Haide, 4 sincere claps. Please open your prayer books to page 6 for recitation of the Tenchi Kakitsuke. 기가미 공고 다이진 텐치 카네 노 카미 신니 네가에 기가미 공고 다이진 텐치 카네 노 카미 이신니 네가에 가게와 와가 코코로 니 아리 影は我が心にあり、今月今日で頼め。今月今日で頼め。Pray sincerely with all your heart. Be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring, in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever. On this very day, pray. ありがとうございました。Oración de Tenchi Kakitsuke. A través de Kiami Konko Daijin, Oria Tenchi Kane no Kami, con todo el corazón. A través de Kiami Konko Daijin, Oria Tenchi Kane no Kami, con todo el corazón. La gracia divina depende del corazón de cada uno. La gracia divina depende del corazón de cada uno. Ore ahora en este momento. Ore ahora en este momento. ありがとうございます。一度入れ 4 sincere claps. ありがとうございます。Aloha everybody and mahalo for joining us today here at the Chula Vista Kōsha for our monthly service. And again, I sincerely apologize for the delayed start. As I shared with you today, at the beginning of the service, there was an emergency that came up with church, and I had to deal with that emergency. I had to take care of that emergency, and so I hope I hope I took care of it well. But yeah, we had an emergency, so that was the reason for a late start, and I do apologize to all of you about that. Um, normally I would continue and I would go on, and but I just want to talk briefly. You know, this Friday will be the Otsuitachi Onne Gokinen, or the May 1st monthly appreciation prayer service. And I sincerely apologize. Um, I most likely will have to cancel that because I do need to fly to the East Coast. That was what the emergency was about. And as you heard in the Norito, I prayed for the Reverend Wakiko Igawa. Reverend Wakiko Igawa is my spiritual mentor and someone very, very special to me. And I know she's a fighter. I know she's a fighter. Her health is in the decline, and we're all quite shocked. We all took for granted that she was healthy and alive and strong. And next thing you know, this turn just happened, and it completely shocked all of us. So we're all kind of just we're just all shocked. We don't even know what to think. We don't even know what to say. Um, you know, but one of the things about Wakiko Sensei is that sick or not sick, she would have wanted a service to continue. She would have wanted things to continue because she always put Kami-sama first. Throughout her whole life, she always put Kami-sama first. If you ask me if there's such thing as a divine will in this world, I believe that Kami-sama is this grand master plan. And it's just we as human beings, we kind of screw it up from time to time. But Kami-sama, aside from having this grand master plan, has a backup plan for us. Okay, so if this doesn't happen, this happens. I truly believe that. I believe that I really don't know what the grand master plan is for me. I don't know what the grand master plan is for Wakiko Sensei. But Kami-sama has one of the greatest desires Kami-sama has for each and every one of us is just for us to be happy. For us to help to find our own joy and peace. So that when we find joy and peace, we can bring joy and peace to other people. This is why in the Norito there is this line that says, Sekai Shin no Heiwa no go Shingan Joju. Sekai Shin no Heiwa means a world of true peace and harmony. which is the prayer of Kami-sama, to bring to fulfillment the prayer of Kami-sama, world of true peace and happiness. And you might think, well, look at what's going on in the world today. How is that ever going to happen? And the peace of the world begins with peace within each and every one of us. It has to start there. Through Toritsugi, we can receive that peace. Sometimes we have to receive that peace in other different ways, but guidance through Toritsugi goes a long way. I truly miss not being able to have someone to seek mediation with. As Wakiko Igawa sensei aged, so did her dementia. So it was kind of very difficult for us to converse. And so, I turned to another person, which was my head minister when I lived in Hawaii, which is Reverend Koichi Konko. And then I came here. I found I had no one. But I did. That's not true. I have our parent church. Tamami is a parent church. I have them. I have our parent church. And that says a lot. It says a lot to be grateful for. Wakiko Sensei has always been one to try to bring harmony and peace to others, and also for us to remember our foundations and where we come from. She wanted me to restore the relationship between the San Diego Church and our parent church, the Konko Church of Tamamizu. At one point in my life, I was so upset at my parents and I wanted to cut them out of my life. And I wanted to cut my relationship with my church at that time, which was the Honolulu church. And so one of the reasons why I moved to Los Angeles was because I was planning to cut everything off. And she said, no. I even asked her, allow me to transfer to this church. And she said, no, that will not happen. I will not do that. Never knowing that she wanted me to heal that relationship with my parents. Not knowing that she wanted me to heal that relationship with the Honolulu church. She's always about our foundation, our foundation, our foundation. I am so grateful for that. Today it's very difficult for me to talk today only because the news came while I was at work. It came during a class period. I'm like, what is this? And I was shocked. I truly was shocked. I believe in Wakiko Sensei. I believe she will rise like the phoenix. Her health will pop back up because that's the kind of person she is. I have to believe in that. Regardless if that's Kami-sama's grand divine will or not, grand master plan or not, I have to believe. I cannot have negative thoughts. I have to be as positive as I can. Because that energy, if you were able to come to the positivity workshop, that positivity, that energy, that prayer doesn't just go to Kami-sama, it goes straight to her. And it helps her. The more negative, the more down the negative line when we think, that's the energy that's going to her. I don't want that energy. I want her to rise like the phoenix. Reverend Kametaro Nakayama said to embrace our fates, but we can also change our fate. Fate, we can change that. And that's through our faith. We can change things through our faith. I've seen that happen. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. And regardless of what Kami-sama's grand master plan is, whatever it is, I have to accept it. But I will not stop that positivity. I will not stop giving out that prayer for her to be the phoenix and to rise up. And I ask all of you, in these times, we all go through these times, we all do, to remember to not think the negativity. I've shared the story before. One of the members here at San Diego, one of their parents was gravely ill, and I would go in there and I would try crack jokes and everything. I remember once saying, "Oh, Mrs. So and so, you have the most gorgeous nurses coming in here. My gosh, I need to date a nurse because they're really handsome and everything." I'm just telling, like, "Gosh, you're just attracting all the handsome nurses." And I'm joking, and this person's child said, "You need to stop that. You need to stop that. That's wrong of you." And I was so shocked because the nurse who heard that fired right back and said, "No, you are wrong. You are holding so much negativity that if anyone is killing their parent, it's you. What he is doing is he's uplifting this person's spirit. This is a nurse who's seen it all. Nurses see a lot and they know the fact that we're giving that positive energy. He says, your parent can hear everything you're saying. And the fact that you're saying, "Oh, he's going to die, he's going to die, he's going to die, he's going to die, he's going to die." He hears that. He hears that. So you're telling him you want him to die. You don't want him to live another day. You are killing him. And I will tell you, every time I would go into that room, there was this heaviness in that room when this child was there, and I had to pray. You would see me on the side just praying, because I'm trying to lift that heaviness, make that heaviness dissipate. And although I was successful, I come back the next day, and this heaviness is on that room. And I remember walking into that room one day, and that child wasn't there, and the nurse sees me, and I'm praying because I feel the heaviness. And they said, "Oh my gosh, you're here. I'm so glad you're here." Every time this person comes, this heaviness, they just don't get it. People, we have the ability to save with our hearts. Kōsha-sama told us we have the ability to save and to kill with our hearts. Well, actually says we have the ability to hurt people with our hearts, kill with our hearts. Which means if we have the ability to kill with our hearts, we have the ability to save with our hearts. We do. Kōsha-sama taught that to us. Fundamentals. We have that ability to do so. So please, if you're ever in this type of situation, regardless what kind of situation, it's sometimes so hard to be positive, to speak positive affirmations, but it's so important because we can give off that energy. We can help someone. We can save someone. We can help a situation. We can save a situation. So I'll end here today with that. Again, our May 1st ceremony, I think I may have to cancel. And I do apologize. The Godai-sai, if I'm correct, is on May 9th. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it's on May 10th. It's on May 10th. Our Godai-sai will be on May 10th as well. It will be here. And at that time, we will also honor Mrs. Kimio Spies, who is a Fukyokorosha, or let's just say without her, there would be no San Diego church. Without her and her husband, there would be no San Diego church. So please join us as we not just give thanks to Kami-sama, but also to Mrs. Spies. Mahalo Anui for joining us this evening. Please take care. Please stay safe. Ahui ho, maalam.